Okay, so it appears that YouTube is back. I was supposed to have posted this earlier, but YouTube literally went down. So, and again, just as a careful reminder, this is going to be spoiler free. Okay, so I'll try not to stay too long on this because YouTube was down. Maybe it's still down. So first and foremost, I saw this movie. So I myself I am a press member. Okay, that's how I was able to see this early. Um, and no other press members. Um, So yeah, I've been to Comic Con, right? Like I've been to Comic Con as press, right? So like can interview people and shit in San Diego, right? Gives you special privileges. So yeah, I got to see this. I saw this for the first time a few weeks ago, and insanely, so I thought that this bitch was coming out tomorrow. Apparently, this bitch is only coming out in theaters tomorrow. Okay, and apparently it's only available to watch March 12th through Apple TV Plus, which I've been subscribed to because of Servant Foundation and Defending Jacob is what sealed the deal for me. It's very inexpensive as well, so jumped on there. But yeah, it's funny. The funny thing about this film is that I thought that I just thought it was gonna be whacked. I thought this movie was gonna be really whack for some reason. I thought that this movie was not going to work, and then it's amazing how from a distance this movie seemed whack, or it just seemed off. Like it almost seemed like but because the Russo brothers directed this, and it almost felt as if this was a Elseworlds Peter Parker film. Is almost what this felt like from a distance. Um, so yeah, when I went to watch it, I was expecting to ridicule, and I just thought it was just gonna be something whack. And I'm not gonna lie to you, after I saw this movie and trying to watch this movie, okay, they had this movie locked down like Fort Knox, like holy shit. You had to download this software. You had to make this account. You had to you had to be like pre-approved through all these emails of this, and then you needed like this security code, a security code that would reset every few hours. It was ridiculous. It was ridiculous. Like they were not playing with this movie Cherry. And I'm telling you, after I'm telling you, fam. After I saw it for the first time, this shit haunted me. Okay, this was not some whack movie. Okay, I don't know what the critics are saying. I don't know what the reviews are. To be honest with you, when I had seen this, I'm not even necessarily sure that there was a fucking trailer out. But this fucking movie has haunted me, and this movie is goddamn fantastic. Okay, if that sounds shocking to you, my nigga, it's just as shocking to me. All right, this movie without a shadow of a doubt, is I'm gonna give it a nine. Excuse me. I'm gonna give it a nine out of 10, a strong 9 out of 10. This movie was like some fucking. It was like some Jarhead meets Neil Druckmann style shit. Okay, like in terms of emotional viciousness. Yeah, there's definitely like some Last of Us, Neil Druckmann sort of visceralness to the emotionality. There's definitely something Sam Mendes esque emotionally going on. This movie took my fucking. This is genuinely one of the most heartbreaking films in the best of ways. I don't know if you've ever seen Blue Valentine with Ryan Gosling. Jesus Christ, it's almost like that where it's so goddamn heartbreaking. Holy shit! But again, the Russo brothers are working on this, and there's chapter breaks. There's so many things going on with the aspect ratio and with the colors, just based off the emotional and psychological state of the characters. Okay, there's just one scene. There's this whole series of scenes that I actually had to retract. I had to retract back individual flaws, because, for example, there's a so again, the movie is, first off, this movie is based on a true story, which about a couple going through a crisis for like 10, 15 years, during like an opioid epidemic, you know. The movie is about Tom Holland and his girlfriend, and oh shit, they just become fucking addicts, okay? They just become drug addicts for like 10, 15 years. They just become criminals. What the fuck? These two. I know that her character name is Emily. I'm blanking out on his name. I'll pull it up in a second. But yeah, it's just about these two falling in love when they were even young as fuck, when they were in their teens, and they just fell in love. But unfortunately, they made the worst life decisions plausible. They are so adorable together, but they made the worst life choices ever, and it's like it's almost like Jarhead and Neil Druckmann. It's almost like what was I saying the other day? It's almost like if you took Ben Affleck's The Town, and then you took Requiem for a Dream, and then you took Neil Druckmann and Jarhead, and you mixed them all together. This would be the end result, the hybrid baby that would come out the other side. My heart. What in the flying fuck? There's a few other things I want to say before we get out of here, but you just don't understand. These two performers just put they. I've never even seen this little woman before. But what's her real name? Was this Ciara Bravo? Listen to me. This little woman and Tom Holland, they fucking murdered that shit. They murdered that shit. I went through so many goddamn emotions. I was like, goddamn, am I playing through Last of Us Part 2 again? What the fuck? What the fuck? And again, we're keeping it spoiler free, which to me means I'm not gonna say anything that's gonna ruin your viewing experience. But holy shit, oh my goodness. I was a good dog. I was not expecting this shit to be so dark. What in the fuck? The way that they just descend into an addict's waking nightmare, a junkie's waking nightmare, the two of them. Oh, or there was this one scene where fucking I forgot. I don't even remember what the fuck the context was. Tom Holland. It was like nighttime. He was in his truck. He was in like a parking lot, and he was just raging, going crazy, and he was just stabbing himself over and over and over and over and over again, and his legs, just over and over and over again. Holy shit! Oh no! Oh, I think I've been traumatized. I think I've been fucking traumatized by this movie. So I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't be surprised if there was a lot of bad reviews at first, because like it is kind of an easy target. At first, it's like, what's happening? This movie's coming at me a mile a second. Some of these scene transitions are just like, what the fuck, especially when Tom Holland goes to boot camp. What's his character name? Nico Walker, apparently. But when his character goes to when he goes to boot camp, and then he finally goes to war, and we finally see where the cherry comes from. I was just like, whoa, like what, like all of a sudden we're just in a fucking war movie. What's going on here? the movie's freaking out. There's so many wild, inventive camera shots that you're just like, what the fuck? Are we in the middle of Children of Men from Alfonso Cuarón? It's ridiculous. Like there's specifically a moment inside of a car, and I was like, holy shit, that was impressive. That's like something out of Children of Men or something like that. What the fuck is going on? But yeah, the Russo brothers, they were not fucking around. They were not fucking around. They treated the Russos treated this story with the same delicacy as they treated Infinity War or Endgame. It just happens to be about this ruthlessly depressing shit. I'm gonna bring up some. You know what's weird? Apparently, Bill Skarsgård is in here, and that's so weird because the last movie that these two were in together, it was also depressing as fuck. I forgot what it was called. It was that one little Western movie I reviewed where Robert Pattinson was the preacher. Remember? Like that movie was good. And Tom Holland was good in that. But let me tell you something. Tom Holland is like transcending in Cherry. This nigga was so good. I woke just like I just woke up out of this nap because YouTube was down. I woke all the way. I woke up all the way when Tom Holland was acting in this movie. This nigga is acting across different timelines and shit. There's moments where there's all these little subtle fucking things that he's doing as he's like playing himself, different versions of himself across time. Oh my goodness. Holy shit. And it's just so much. There's just so much. It's almost like maybe I shouldn't say this, but I should because it does share a lot with Malcolm and Marie, just in the sense that like at first you're like, what the fuck am I looking at? Am I just looking at some pretentious bullshit? And then it's like the more that it goes on and you study it, you're just like this is frighteningly dense. This is frighteningly dark. Frighteningly like, holy shit. Those that one sequence where Tom, he was stabbing himself in the legs in that truck. Sweet Jesus, sweet Jesus, Jesus Christ. The way that the war gives him PTSD, Jesus fucking Christ, is that depressing? Oh my god! Oh my god! When they see each other again, it's been a long time, but it's like, and they're so precious together. But like he has the most horrifying PTSD. Jesus Christ! And the things that he saw, in war, the specific things that he saw in war that made him lose his mind and get that PTSD. Jesus Christ! Holy shit, dog! Those bodies, holy shit! Oh no, there's just something. Oh no, there's just something with the photography. I was like, you know what? Maybe these Russo brothers, maybe they really got something. These niggas don't traumatize me, dog. They don't traumatize me. There's just some. Let me just post some images real quick. I don't want to take up too much of your time because you just have to. I can't believe y'all can't see it yet. I thought it was gonna be out on Apple TV Plus like tomorrow or something. Apparently not. Jesus Christ. Oh, I'm not even gonna show the image, but Jesus, dog. There's this one sequence where they're and when I say that there's so much more to this movie, Jesus. Again, just like Malcolm and Marie. Like some people are like, is Jor-Els saying too much? It's like, dog, you clearly haven't seen this movie. There's so much in this movie. Whether you hate it or not, we're both gonna be exhausted when this bitch ends. That's kind of how Cherry is. There's so much movie inside of Cherry. Fuck me running, dog. But dog, oh shit. Dog, I just can't. This is Tom Holland's best performance. Tom Holland was a revelation. Tom Holland has never in his whole motherfucking British life impressed me like this before. This nigga blew my mind. At first I thought this was just gonna be some whack Peter Parker Elseworlds bullshit. But come to find out, this shit is borderline comparable with to Requiem for a Dream. This shit just took my fucking head off. Tom Holland was so incredible. Him and Ciara were just their chemistry was just so palpable. Shit. I just want them to be okay. What the fuck? What the fuck happened, fam? This was like some Ellie and Joel Last of Us part two type of shit. Like goddamn, I just want everybody to go. I just want everybody to be okay, and they are just steadily falling into a nightmare. This nigga's life's falling apart. This junky motherfucker just decides I'm gonna start robbing banks, as you can see from the trailers. Actually, don't watch the trailers, okay? Don't watch the trailer. I know how that sounds, but like you really shouldn't watch the trailer. Because I remember, I don't know, just there's something about the marketing campaign. There's something about the marketing for this movie where I was like, I don't know. You just need to watch it. You just need to watch it. Because a lot of the stuff that I thought were flaws, like that black dude who was like, Joker, you goddamn Joker, or some of the absurd moments during boot camp or the war. Like at first I was like, this is one of those kinds of movies. But then as the movie went on and it went fucking Neil Druckmann in this bitch, Last of Us Part 2 in this bitch, as they fall into their addiction. The moment that the couple starts to fall, they start to spiral into this nightmare of opioid addiction. The moment that happens, the movie just changes out of nowhere. Like for the first half of the movie, I'm just like actively looking for reasons to hate because I thought it was gonna be some suckage. But yeah, once it gets to the point where the two of them are falling into that nightmare of addiction, boy, they're trying to like open that safe. Dog. The movie just becomes a different movie. Okay, one of the first times in which he's robbing a bank, to fuel his drug addiction. One of the first times he just like stops and just like looks at you and just starts talking to you. Like again, I saw this a few weeks ago when information, at least for me, was a bare minimum. When the first times he looks over and just stares at you and starts talking, I remember just being like this was worse than some like House of Cards, Kevin Spacey type of shit. It was like creepier than that. You would think that it wouldn't work, but it somehow freakishly does. And every time he talks to you, like it so perfectly puts you inside of his mind state. There's I actually wrote it down. It tore my heart to pieces. I'm not playing. I know this might seem unexpected for me to praise this movie like this, but it truly is. This is why I think it might be another Malcolm and Marie situation where we're gonna need some true intellectuals to take a look at this because like Malcolm and Marie is not what it seems. Cherry is not what it seems from afar. I know that some of the camera decisions, some of the color decisions, you might be like, what? But when you think about it from the psychological state of the characters, you're like, what the fuck? Like there's this one sequence where he's when he's talking to what's her name? When he's talking to Emily, and she's like, what's wrong? And they're like flirting and shit, and and this nigga's like, he's like he is high off his ass, awesome ecstasy, hysterical. But I've never seen him like this before, fam. This is absolutely his best performance. I've always just kind of seen him, just like as some kid or something. But like after seeing this movie, it was kind of like that Malcolm and Marie effect, where I was like, holy shit, I forgot that Zendaya was a woman. After seeing this movie, I was like, Jesus Christ, I done forgot this is a young man we're dealing with. Okay, they need to stop with these Spider-Man movies because this is a young man we're dealing with. Okay, he's just a man. This is a man we're dealing with. That was startling to me. The last time, obviously, I'm not gonna spoil it, but the last time that we see Tom Holland in this movie, I mean, what? So much has happened by then. Dude, what the fuck? What the fuck? He literally, I know that that's Tom Holland. You know what I'm saying? I know that, but outside of that, because I came into the movie knowing that that's not Tom Holland. It doesn't even look like Tom Holland. It's just Nico Walker. Like, holy shit, dog. Oh man, was that frightening. It's like sometimes when I'm hearing Joel in The Last of Us, it's unbelievable to think that that's Troy Baker. Especially in the sequel. Like it's just unbelievable to think that's how it was watching this. Like when we get to God damn, this movie blew my fucking mind. Where's that one picture that I saved? Oh man, this movie bothers me, dog. Shit. Oh yeah. These. This is the picture. I'm so glad I saved this picture because this was the part. This was when his performance. When he you gotta look out for this when you see this movie. When he starts looking like that. When he starts looking like this specifically, okay, and he's like looking around all shady. It says, "I have a gun," right, and he's in a bank. When it gets to this part right here, dog, he was literally unrecognizable. He was so obsessed with like being with his girlfriend, getting the drugs, being with his girlfriend, getting the drugs. Oh, we're out of drugs. We need money. Let me go rob a bank really quick. Like dog, like he didn't even look like Tom Holland once we got to this point. Like he literally started looking like this crazed criminal man, who's just becoming more and more decrepit as time goes on. Oh my god! Just look at him, dog. Hold on a second. Like over time, you can just see him just deteriorating, and he's just oh shit! He's just like on some Joel and Ellie shit from The Last of Us. He's just becoming this other man. What the fuck? Oh shit! God damn. There was what else can we say before we get out of here? Oh, oh, damn. Yeah, the scene, and I promise you, there's so much to this movie it just don't make no goddamn sense. For better or worse, Jesus. But no, the moment where they're at that train station, I don't even know what timeline we're at. But when we're at the one, or I don't even know what chapter that we're at, because there's like chapter breaks. But when they're at the train station, and he's like hugging on, and he's like being intimate with Emily, and there's a moment where he says that it's just heartbreaking to say, but there's a moment where he's talking about how he keeps hearing a noise inside of his head, and it just keeps getting louder and louder and louder, and it's like he can't stop it. And there's a moment where you see him like he's like gnawing at his head, like the way that she looks at him as he's trying to explain this. Man, man, that fucking just gets to me. It just gets to me. I mean, look at him. Hold on a second. I mean, he legitimately, and granted, he's like wearing like a little wig and a hat or whatever, but still, like he. I swear to God, I think this is just gonna become an iconic performance for him because he just changes like a chameleon. I don't know how to explain it, but he just changes. He just becomes like a completely different human being. It's unbelievable. It's just fucking unbelievable. Just absolutely astounding. Him and Ciara Bravo, right? They just killed it, dog. They just killed it. I don't give a fuck if it's on a streaming site that you care for or not. It's cheap as fuck. Okay, it's gonna be streaming on Apple TV Plus, super cheap, like $4 or $5. Something real quick. Woo! What he saw at the war, dog. Sweet motherfucking Christ, goodness, sweet Jesus, what happened? Shit. What was I looking for? Oh yeah, when he's in the war, and those phone calls that he would make to Emily. Shit. It's like come on, movie. I just want them to be okay. Goddamn, I just want Nico and Emily just to be okay. Like it's like can I not just get that? Christ, Christ, my heart. I was looking for something, but This movie is so goddamn heartbreaking. I forgot what I was even thinking about. If I'm just being flat out honest with you, um, uh, there's something else I was gonna say, but I'm gonna retract it because yeah, yeah, this got me. Oh yeah, Jack Reynor is in here. Old dude from Midsummer. It's so funny when he gets in here. You'll see why his role is interesting. I'll just say that the moments with the safe are they're so memorable to me. Well, this whole movie is just it's so viscerally unforgettable that at first I was like I think I was just drawn I think I was just traumatized. I genuinely think that this movie put me in a deep state of depression and just sinking for like days. Like it really stayed with me. I can't wait. I can't wait until it officially comes out, so I don't feel like Dom Cobb in Inception trying to. The security surrounding this film is unbelievable, but I can't wait until it comes out. So I can watch it again because I didn't realize that some of the absurd. I didn't realize that some of the absurd aspects of the film are, you know, we're just emulating the perspective of the character. So I had to retract a lot of flaws after first saying this, and you gotta see it. You just gotta see it. I mean, the story of Nico and Emily is so heartbreaking. It's so human, so dark. It touches you emotionally so deeply that there's so many fresh, inventive camera tricks and moments that are just done in one take, in one camera shot that are just astounding. Yeah, it's. Um, I would give it a 10 out of 10, but again, it's just so frighteningly dark and relatable in such a fucked way that this is not one of those movies that I could watch again and again. This is definitely like a Requiem for a Dream situation, um, or almost like a Last of Us type of situation where you're just like, Jesus Christ, you're just dealing with something that's just ruthlessly dark, and it just gets worse and worse and more it goes on. It just gets more and more heartbreaking as it goes on. But I swear, by the end, and when you see Nico Walker for the final time, that look, and that look has just fucked me up, fam. Like it's truly haunted me. I'm really excited to see what Tom Holland does next. Um, as contradicting as this will probably sound in the future, like I kind of hope he steps away from the. I hope he steps away from Marvel just a little bit, or at least for a little bit, because this performance was so strong. Like it almost changed my entire opinion about this guy. Um, and somebody needs to go check on Tom Holland because he just looks like he fell so deeply into this. That's just like man, shit. So somebody needs to go check on my man's because your boy just went spelunking into some dark, heavy waters. That I genuinely just can't stop thinking about. You know, I just can't stop thinking about it. It really is. It's like some fucked up worm that went inside one of my ears, and I can't get it out, and it's in my head, and now I can't get it out. And it just grows louder and louder. And yeah, it's a 9 out of 10. It's a 9 out of 10 for me. It's frighteningly dark, but just so unexpectedly, sharply beautiful that you're just like, whoa, you know, it's just stuck with me now like some strange little tattoo. Let me look through these pictures one more time. Look through these pictures one more time and see if there's anything that I particularly missed. It's funny, and maybe YouTube being down was meant to be because I took this unexpected nap that made me refocus my thoughts about this movie. Yeah, that scene I was talking about where he says that he hears something inside of his head and it just won't go away. All right, I think we're gonna cut the review. Um, this is one of those reviews. I needed it because I've had this movie just like mounted on my shoulders, and I just wanted to just push it off me, just get out of me, just raw, unfiltered. Um, I hope this review gets out to a few of you. I know YouTube was down, probably still down in some aspects, but yeah, I had to give this to you raw and unfiltered because it is sort of like Joseph Gordon's Mysterious Skin, which is one of my favorite movies. Where it's like once you see it, it's like you've been abducted by an alien or something. It's like you saw or experienced something that like you weren't supposed to, but you did anyways, and now you're just stuck with this profound, fucked thing. Boy, and then it's based on a true story, and it's just like damn. That to think of how easily it could be to for your life to just fall into a nightmare just based on some stupid choices you made as a kid. But yeah, it's a 9 out of 10. I'm just devastated by this movie. I'm devastated. I think I'm gonna join my buddy's stream. I'm gonna join my buddy's stream. I'm about to get out of here. I hope that many of you saw this because again, spoiler free, and you guys got to check this out when it's released. And yeah, other than that, shit, I should go re-nap again because we're gonna be streaming. We're gonna be streaming Central Standard Time, 2 a.m. for WandaVision. So we'll be back. Make sure you hit the if you're on a smartphone, make sure you hit the notification bell to receive all notifications. And yeah, I'm out. Exceptional film, for sure.